Hey guys, ArkhIce here, and today I just wanted to discuss something that happened up here in the Flash, like Final Bestiary and Monspeak, because I kind of skipped over it last night and went straight to the final boss and talked about the final boss because, well, it was just more than the final boss, and I kind of completely skipped over to what was on top of that, right? And yeah, I just want to discuss what skills he could have and when, I think he's coming and just, just generally discuss them and everything, right? So, before we jump into this, make sure you subscribe if you haven't yet, and turn on the notification bell if you get notified when I upload. Now, Arthur, right? We knew Arthur was going to be in the files for a while now, right? We knew this. We've been known that Excalibur Arthur one day is going to come, because if you remember, some amount of videos ago. So yeah, if you didn't, it's like I don't remember. I think it was like 6-7 videos ago. It was a while ago. It was like a couple weeks ago, somewhere between like a week to 2 weeks ago, somewhere around there, right? And in that video, I showed this because I was discussing some of the things that were in here, and one of them was Festival Arthur, right? And we got some news. So this is developer app and everything, because this changes every day. This could change. This could not be here. This could all be fake. This, we don't know, right? Well, as when I was talking about Final Boss Monspeak Dairy, we don't know when they're coming. They could come in several months, next month, next week. We don't know. We don't know when anything's coming. This could all change. We don't know at all, right? So, Festival Arthur. I'm pretty sure this is Festival Arthur. I could be wrong. But Arthur underscore EX may stand for Excalibur Arthur. We knew he was coming. And yeah, I just want to discuss him and everything. But before we get, into the meat and potatoes of this video, there might be spoilers if you're not caught up with the anime when it comes to where he appears in anime. And or manga spoilers. Like, if you haven't watched the current season anime it's currently rolling. Because I'm pretty sure he appears in the current season. Unless he appeared... No, he didn't appear last season. So, just so you know, if you haven't watched the current new season anime, there may be some spoilers for it, because I will be pulling up Excalibur Arthur and talking about him. Just so you know, right? Okay, let's move on. So if we come over here, let me just pull this up. So, Arthur Pendragon, I had to make sure I specifically hid spoilers I haven't shown in the anime yet, which are down here. Whenever he held Excalibur, right, he held his own against Assault Mode Meliodas, Zeldris, Cusack, and Chandler all at once. That's how strong Excalibur was. Because if you didn't know what Excalibur does, Excalibur, in the story of the 7 Deadly Sins, right, what Excalibur does is that it takes the power from all the previous owners of it, and all their powers get merged into it, basically, right? Because all the souls of the master swordsmen who previously wielded the holy sword, and as a result possesses full knowledge of different swordsman styles from previous wielders of Excalibur and can use them with masterful ease. Arthur also gains a massive increase in speed and strength when wielding Excalibur, as shown when he's capable of fighting against all these people at once. They may not have been at their full power, but it's still, he's able to hold his own, even if they were all at half power. As you know, Chandler, when he was holding back and he's at half power, he was fighting all the 7 deadly sins. And he was actually overpowering them, as we saw, right? So, as you know, even if they're at half power, they're still incredibly strong on their own at half power. So if he's fighting all 4 of them at once when they're all half power, then, Excalibur is extremely overpowered, right? And Excalibur in all these stories, every story Excalibur's been in has always been extremely overpowered. And anything related to Excalibur has always been overpowered, right? And then, of course, Zeldris, Excalibur with it, carries a type of immunity and resistance to commandments, as Zeldris was curious why his pity did not affect Arthur. He also been noted by Orlandi to lack a presence, which explains his skill in sneaking up on the demons and dispatching them ever being caught. Hold on, I gotta go up because there was some spoilers. So with Excalibur, Arthur was able to handle himself against multiple different people. And note, assault mode, right? Assault mode going at full power. Not full power. Yeah, full power. The one Escanor took him down. It took the one to take him down, right? So, half of that power plus half of Chandler's, which took down all the 7 deadly sins, except for Escanor. Escanor wasn't in that fight. And then, and also Bond wasn't there. No, wait, no, Bond left after the fight. Never mind. And then half of Cusack. And then half of Zeldris. Half power Zeldris. You know, all these people were fighting against him. So he's supposed to be extremely, extremely strong, right? He's supposed to be like the one Escanor assault. He's supposed to be an extremely strong character / power and everything, right? So it is festival worthy. And Excalibur Arthur is a very, very hype moment from what we saw in the manga. And I don't think it's appeared in the anime yet. No, it has. It has appeared in the anime so far. And yeah. So if we go look at Arthur, right? Let's go all the way up here to where Arthur's at. The current Arthurs, here and here. Where's Red? There he is. So if we look at Arthur here, Arthur mostly just has been a type of buffing / debuffing unit. That's what he's been this entire time. I think he's going to be a pure DPS unit, in all honesty. Like, if we're thinking about his skills and stuff, right? I think that his passive is going to include something that makes him where he has immunity to commandments. He's going to be the only one that has immunity, right? One of the few, because there are a few people in the actual story that can't have immunity to commandments. And I think that Arthur, with Excalibur Arthur is going to have immunity. So he's going to be like the big counter to assault mode teams and all these demon teams, right? Because as you know, there's been a lot of boost in demons lately. Like, some of the best teams in the game have included Chandler. And like Chandler, the Stance team, the Zeldris team, there's the AM team, you know, all these there's like multiple different demon type teams. And I think that Excalibur Arthur's passives will include some type of form of immunity to commandments, right? And then I think that he's going to include a stun card. Because in all honesty, I think that he's going to include some type of stun, and then his second attack is going to be like a big like green Escanor attack, right? Because if you somehow didn't know what green Escanor does, if we go over here to Escanor, I think it's going to be like this one, where it's like a fills ult gauge and does 500% attack on one enemy, right? And of course, you know, his stun card, second card, right? It's going to be like Goddess Liz type stun, where he stuns enemy. His passive is going to include some type of immunity to commandments, probably some big boost to his basic stats. Or all humans basics, one of the two, right? And then his ultimate, in all honesty, I think it's just going to be a big damaging ultimate. Because like I want to see and think of Excalibur Arthur, and what I saw from the manga anime, he's just going to be just a big damaging unit. So it's definitely going to be different from these, right? But maybe it's going to be what's Sario's ultimate? Let's go look at Sario's ultimate, right? Sario's ultimate has Sever. What's the what about crit damage one? Who has a crit damage ultimate? Hold on. Okay, took me a little bit to find it. I think it's gonna be like Jericho's ultimate, where it's a spike ultimate, right? Where it's 2 times crit damage increase on the ultimate, and it's gonna be like this, where it's 560%, right? Or it goes up to 840% if you have a max, right? I think that's what Ultimate's going to have, right? And with the stats and stuff, honestly, I think that he's going to have a high amount of crit chance. Like, he's going to have like 70% crit chance and like 200% crit damage. And then, like, you know, I think his, you know, attack defense HP is going to actually be pretty well balanced and everything. And his pierce rate, I think they would have like a lower end pierce rate to balance out his other stats being good. And kind of like a midway resistance and everything. I think that would be good, right? And then, of course, his association units, you know, obviously from, if we're talking about Excalibur Arthur, would probably be Merlin and I think Nanashi. Why did I say Nanashi? It's because Nanashi, whenever Arthur was going to go get Excalibur and stuff, and then whenever he was in that period of like hiding under Camelot, constantly going and defeating demons, trying to save Camelot from the demons, right? Nanashi was his partner there, was the person who was always there with him. So I think Merlin and Nashi are going to be his 2 association units that you can choose from, right? I don't think he's going to have a 3rd one. I think it's just going to be those 2, right? But yeah, that's what I think Excalibur is going to do. That's my discussion about it. I think that he may come out for Anniversary, which if he does, I'm going to be summoning, because I like Arthur, and Excalibur Arthur is just cool. So yeah, thank you guys for watching. I'll see you guys next video. Bye bye!